Picture this. It's 1920, and the United States is buzzing with the energy of the Roaring Twenties. Jazz fills the air, and wealth seems endless for some. But one man, locked in a cold prison cell, dares to challenge the system. From behind bars, he runs for President of the United States, and nearly 1 million people vote for him. This isn't fiction. This is the electrifying story of Eugene V. Debs, a man who turned hardship into hope and became a legend for the working class. Welcome to Smart Living Stories, where we uncover the lives of extraordinary people who changed the world. Today, we're diving deep into Debs' incredible journey, a tale of courage, sacrifice, and a fight for justice that still resonates. Buckle up for a ride through history.
Chapter 1. A Working Class Start. Eugene Victor Debs was born on November 5, 1855, in Terre Haute, Indiana, to French immigrant parents, Jean Daniel and Marguerite Debs. Life wasn't easy for the Debs family. With 6 kids to feed, money was tight. At just 14, Eugene dropped out of school to help out, taking a job in a railroad shop for a measly 50 cents a day. Imagine a teenager scrubbing grease off train parts in a noisy, dangerous workshop. That was Eugene's reality. But Debs wasn't one to stay down. By 17, he was a locomotive fireman, shoveling coal into roaring engines on America's expanding railroads. The work was grueling: 12-hour shifts, scorching heat, and the constant threat of accidents. Eugene saw workers lose limbs or even their lives. These experiences lit a spark in him. In 1875, he joined the Brotherhood of Locomotive Firemen, a union that gave workers a voice. He quickly rose to become its secretary and edited their magazine, using his knack for words to rally his fellow workers. At this point, Debs wasn't a radical yet. He just wanted fair pay and safer conditions. But the seeds of revolution were planted. Chapter 2. Building a Movement. By the 1880s, Debs saw a problem. Workers were divided. Craft unions split them by job type, weakening their bargaining power against massive corporations. So in 1893, he took a bold step, founding the American Railway Union, ARU. This was no small feat. It was the first industrial union to unite all railroad workers, from engineers to laborers. Within months, it boasted 150,000 members, a testament to Debs's charisma and vision. Then came the Pullman Strike of 1894, a turning point. The Pullman Palace Car Company, which made luxury rail cars, slashed workers' wages during an economic depression, but kept rent high in their company town. Furious, the workers struck. Debs and the ARU backed them, launching a nationwide boycott of Pullman cars. Trains ground to a halt across America. It was a David versus Goliath moment, workers against a corporate titan backed by the federal government. President Grover Cleveland sent in troops, and violence broke out. Debs was arrested for defying a court injunction, landing him a 6-month sentence in Woodstock, Illinois. In jail, he didn't sulk, he studied. Reading Karl Marx and Socialist texts, Debs emerged a changed man. He now saw capitalism itself as the root of workers' struggles. His time behind bars wasn't a defeat, it was a transformation. Chapter 3. The Socialist Crusader. Out of prison, Debs was a man on fire. In 1897, he co-founded the Social Democratic Party, which later became the Socialist Party of America. He became its heart and soul, running for president 5 times between 1900 and 1920. His campaigns were nothing short of spectacular. Picture Debs on a train, dubbed the Red Special in 1908, crisscrossing the country, speaking to thousands at every stop. His voice boomed with conviction, blending folksy charm with fiery calls for equality, women's suffrage, and an end to child labor. In 1900, he earned 96,000 votes, Modest, but a start. By 1912, his peak, he won 6% of the national vote, over 900,000 ballots, without the internet or TV ads. Debs wasn't just a politician, he was a movement, inspiring workers to dream of a fairer world. But his outspokenness made him a target. When World War I erupted, Debs opposed it, calling it a war for profit, not freedom. In a speech in Canton, Ohio on June 16, 1918, he urged young men to resist the draft, saying, "The master class has always declared the wars. The subject class has always fought the battles." That speech landed him in hot water. The government charged him under the Espionage Act of 1917 for obstructing recruitment. At his trial, Debs didn't back down. He told the court, "While there is a lower class, I am in it. While there is a criminal element, I am of it. While there is a soul in prison, I am not free." He was sentenced to 10 years. Chapter 4. The Presidential Prisoner. Locked in Atlanta Federal Penitentiary in 1919, Debs could have faded into obscurity. Instead, he did the unthinkable. In 1920, the Socialist Party nominated him for president, again. Campaigning as convict number 9653, Debs couldn't hit the trail, but his message did. Supporters spread his platform through pamphlets, buttons, and silent films. Volunteers read his speeches at rallies. The result? An astonishing 919,799 votes, 3.4% of the total, all from a prison cell. Debs' campaign wasn't just a stunt, it was a symbol of defiance. He showed that ideas can't be caged. On Christmas Day 1921, President Warren G. Harding commuted his sentence, citing his failing health. When Debs walked free, 2,000 supporters greeted him in Terre Haute, chanting his name. Though weakened, he kept speaking out, advocating for workers until his death on October 20th, 1926, at age 70. Chapter 5. A Legacy for Today. Eugene Debs never amassed wealth like tycoons like Andrew Carnegie, but his riches were in impact. He fought for a world where workers had dignity, where equality wasn't just a word. His ideas influenced the labor movement, paving the way for reforms like the 40-hour work week and workplace safety laws. Today, as inequality grows, Debs's story reminds us one voice, fueled by courage, can spark change. What's the lesson for smart living? It's not about chasing wealth for yourself, but about building a better world for everyone. Debs showed us that standing up, even against impossible odds, can leave a legacy that outlives you. So, what's your cause? How will you make a difference?
Outro and call to action. Thanks for joining us on this journey through Eugene Debs' incredible life. If his story inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more tales of trailblazers. Share your thoughts in the comments. What part of Debs' story hit you hardest? And check out our other videos for more stories that ignite your spark. Until next time, live smart, live bold.